Hello there. Apart from the oil pipeline, which is frankly a bit of an eyesore, my garden's looking pretty good these days. I have trees and bees of all descriptions, or at least quite a variety. Juton watches down from above, and I've still got that rather nice wizard tower. Although I have to confess, no villagers at the moment, they're all dead. The villagers have all died in the night. A Hecate from Ars Magica flew in through the window and killed, as far as I can tell, pretty much everybody. So I'm not quite sure what to do about that. Hecates, they're like zombies that can fly and ruin your day even faster than normal. But anyway, where was I going with this? While my garden looks lovely, we are surrounded by a secret world of magic and mystery that can only be seen through the goggles of revealing. Indeed, the goggles of revealing are something I've been talking about for quite some time, but it is now time to make them. And so I need to head down to my infusion altar. And I've got the ingredients with me. It takes 2 thermometers, 4 leather, and 2 gold ingots. That's the easy bit. I need to put my better wand in there as well to power this. But as you can see, I also need 8 visum, 8 mutatio, and 8, and I'll pronounce it right this time, 8 precantatio. Luckily I've got the correct ingredients for the job. However, unlike yesterday, there's going to be quite a lot of leftover aspects. But there's not a lot we can do about that. I need to make sure I only use 4 of those. 4 magic wax will do the job. 4 carrots and 8 slime. And then there will be flux all over the shop. But there's not a lot I can do about that. So let's just get ready to throw things in. Oh, it's the slime balls first. And some lovely carrots. Probably make quite a tasty stew. Apart from the wax. Waxy. Okay. The goggles of revealing are mine. Let's see how this works. I need to put them on, of course. Looking pretty good. And over on the left, we can see, well, the local node. The local node holds up to 323 vis. Doesn't have too much flux at the moment. I suspect it's out here, and we can see it now. As well, that's the Viz node there that's been providing me with all the power when I'm in my lab. And as we can see, it's currently pulling in Viz from a node over there. This is just a perfectly ordinary node. The lightning you see is as a result of flux. It's not. Oh, crikey! What's going on? Who did that? Could have been the node itself, I suppose. Many strange things will happen around a node when there's flux around. It's full up now, so it's not drawing in power anymore, but it was drawing it in from that other node over there, which I think is probably also an ordinary node. Now, the thing with the Thaumic, I keep calling them Thaumic goggles, which I think is a far better name for them, but the goggles of revealing, is that they don't show you exactly which node you're drawing power from. They tell you which is the closest. As it happens, in my case, closest one is also the one I'm drawing power from in my lab. But that's not always the case, because the radius of influence of a node also depends on how big it is. But at any rate, over here, and not very far away at all, is a rather larger node, which, with only if it was only a few more inches this way, I think it would be the one I draw power from. And as we can see, it's visibly larger as well. There's 3 other sorts of node. If I wander over this way towards the silverleaf tree that I discovered, like 40 episodes ago or so, and never did anything with until this day. In the trunk of every silverleaf tree, when it is grown, is a pure node. Now, pure nodes remove flux from their vicinity. Now, I'm probably going to have to do a little bit of surgery on this to even show you it. I don't want to bash the tree around too much, because silverleaf trees drop saplings very, very rarely. I could easily chop this whole tree down and not get a single sapling. However, I can just pull the trunk out. I'll put that back again in a second. As you can see, it looks a bit different. It's got this big spinny gold spiky thing in the middle. So you can, and I don't think pure nodes will appear without a silverleaf tree. I could be wrong on that, but I think that's generally the case. They can move away from the silverleaf tree once they're there, but they can only need a silverleaf tree to be born. Oh, that's quite pretty. What was that sound? There's much mystery going on today. I keep hearing odd things. Was it you, duck? I shall push you off. There we are. The third sort of node are unstable nodes. Those tend to be associated with obsidian altars and shrines and totems. And I believe there is one at the top of this mountain. There's one just behind my house, but I've already had the chest out of that, so I thought I'd come to a different one. And as we can see now in the bottom left, it says the flux is high. I'm not quite sure where it is. I've just seen it from below while I was passing a while ago. There we go. As this one's got lightning all over the place. So what I'm going to do is the usual. I'm going to run in and get stabbed up by that wisp. Did I get a load of loot? I hope I got a load of loot. I'm not seeing an awful lot, but you take what you can get. But at any rate, if you have a node that unstable, really close to your house, it's probably time to move, because crazy stuff's going to go on. The fourth sort of node is the dark node. I can't show you one of those, unfortunately, because I haven't found one. They're usually associated with a sort of structure that's got undead in, and you'll know one when you see one. At least you will if you've got goggles of revealing. They usually have undead and wisps inside. If you're unlucky enough to be living close to one and you want to follow the path of wizardry, you should probably move. So, the wizard tower where I'm doing most of my thaumaturgy has 2 very obvious nodes near it. There's probably going to be nodes over this away as well, though I don't know exactly where. Oh, hello. Which will matter later. I'm going to hopefully get my hands on some silverleaf trees and plant some of those anyway, just to get some extra nodes around. But it could be that it's a bit bleak over here. I don't see any, although I am within the aura of one. This isn't a magic dead area by any means. I just don't know where the nodes are exactly. I'm not seeing them. There is of course another unstable node quite a distance that way behind my house, but I doubt I'm in range of that. Well, now that I've got my goggles, get off. I guess I will come upon them at some point. I think they're usually on the surface. I don't think they're going to be underground or anything like that. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there are some down there. We shall see. At any rate, they're pretty snazzy looking. Very steampunk. I'm probably going to try and get the repair enchantment on them, which is a special Thaumcraft enchantment you can only put on items made of thaumium, which these count as. And that will allow them to repair themselves at the cost of drawing Viz from the local node. I'll give that a go at any rate, because these were sufficiently involved to make that you don't want to be making a habit of having to replace them. Splendid! Well, I can see what I'm doing now when I'm working my magical ways, which means I'm going to feel a lot. Which means I'll feel a lot more comfortable actually doing magic, because I can see because I'll be able to see the harm I'm doing. I'll see you next time. Take care.